What is good, boys? In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about how to deal with stress. So I probably had one of the most stressful weeks in my business since starting it months and months ago, and probably in the last 3 years of just pursuing entrepreneurship. So yeah, this was one of the toughest times that I've really had. And one of the things you got to realize is that stress, it's going to go away, right? These things, they don't last forever, and you can't get too overwhelmed in these moments and let them break you down, because you need to realize that stress is never going to go away. If you truly want an amazing life and you want things out of your life, you're going to be dealing with stress for the rest of your life then. So unless you just want to settle and be complacent and be someone who just works a basic 9 to 5, clocks in and clocks out, has an average life, lives, very mediocre and below their means, and just does, nothing too crazy with their life, if that's you, that's fine. But if you want to be someone who has a big life, you're gonna have big problems all the time, and you just need to learn to surf the waves and not get too emotionally caught up with it. Obviously, you need to care mentally, because this is super important. These are things that you need to tackle, but you can't get too caught up emotionally and letting these things, break you down and not allow you to do the tasks that you need to do, and then also solve those new problems. There's so many little things that added up this week, and I was just like, God damn it, bro. And I just laughed about it. You know what I mean? I was like, you know what? You deal with the problems and take them seriously as they come up, but after that, you have to just let it go. So I'm gonna be giving you some of the things that I did in this past week, being that it was one of the most stressful, to overcome these challenges that I had. So the first one being, I went in the gym and I gave it 150%. Whereas I'd normally give it, 100, 110. I would do my weights workout. So what my gym kind of schedule looks like in terms of my training is, I go very low volume, but high intensity, progressively overloading. I kind of follow more of the 4-hour body type of training style, where I'm not really killing myself with volume or anything like that. Just compound lifts. And then I also hit some isolation for like the arms and rear delts, laterals, things like that, to make sure everything's proportional and filled out. But what I added in was, I started hitting abs like really, really hard. So going completely to failure, pushing myself to the point where it's cramping, as well as doing the Stairmaster. I love crushing out the Stairmaster. That's one of the best ways that I can overcome things mentally, being that that's such a mental challenge. At the end of a workout, when you're already sweating and tired from that abs, you hop on the Stairmaster. I do level 15 for like 5 minutes, and then one of the days when it was the most stressful, I toned it down after to level 10 for another 5, and that was just absolutely brutal. So it's really just, the idea was mentally pushing myself. You need to realize that the stress isn't going to go away, that the only thing you can do is become stronger yourself. And one of the best ways to do that is to push yourself and challenge yourself more. It's not to tone down, it's to tone up and do more than you're currently doing. And you're going to realize, okay, well, if I can deal with all that, in the gym and really pushing myself so hard, I can handle today's challenges. Everything that I have to do today, I can get it done. The next thing I did is going to just be really just trying to process this in a logical and progressional way. So getting out a pen and paper, writing down the biggest things that you're going through, especially if you got like 3 things that hit you at once, tackling the most important, understanding what are some of the things that you can control and that you can't control, and then first tackling the most important task that you can control and not worrying about the things that you can't, letting those play out naturally, and just focusing all your energy on the things that you have control over, and then really listing them out into tasks that you can get done every single day. I mean, this is something I have to do for my business either way, is listing out all these tasks and getting them done on a daily basis, but now you're just doing it with more of those problems that are serious and causing you a lot of stress. So you're just going to list them out, accomplish those tasks, and then this is going to allow you to feel much better, having 1, pushed yourself, 2, tackle the things that you can control, and then not worrying about the things that you can't control. Yes, it's still going to be difficult, but you need to learn to just let things be. If you can't control it, let it be. And if it is something you control, act with it, act on it, and act with urgency. Really looking to solve those problems in the most logical and progressional way. And another tip I can give you is sometimes taking the time to really think something through. Not just doing the first thing that comes to mind, but like I said, sitting down with that pen and paper. I'll sometimes have my own business notebook where I have that in my to-do list, but I also will sometimes almost use it as like a journal and really write things out and dive deep into them, thinking about many different problems from many angles and many different solutions to make sure that I'm doing this the best way possible. So that's another thing, is really just approaching this from an intelligent standpoint and not just trying to mindlessly, throw things on the board and hope that one of them fixes the problem, because that's not going to that's not going to help your stress as well. Stress management comes down to also acting intelligently to solve these problems. So those will be the two biggest things that I can give you that I was doing this week to handle one of the most stressful weeks I've had in my business, which was just one, pushing myself further in things outside the gym, so like in the gym and all that, and then really just approaching it from a logical standpoint, breaking things down into what you can control, what you can't control, and then making sure you have an action plan on how you're going to attack the things that you can control, and then get those things done at all costs. Do not waste time. Do not procrastinate. That should be your goal. You can list out the most important thing, say 1 to 3 things that you need to accomplish today, and you work until you get those things done. That is how you're going to handle stress. At least that's how I've been doing it, and it works really well for me. All right. I hope this helps you out. I hope this helps you deal with some stressful times. Let me know down in the comments below what some of the ways that you've handled stress are. And if this video provides you with any value, please like and comment and subscribe.